Right, coming up in this week's episode, we get absolutely smashed by Storm Joseph. The dam struggles to let off all this excess water, which causes the local river to rise. We get a visit from the local police, and a motorhomer, after reversing into the river, is rescued by very generous locals. All this coming up. So after a lovely quiet evening at the lake and dam, it's time to make tracks. Portugal is forever looming, and I'm keen to get across here as quick as I can. However, for this evening, I've chosen a spot just to the northwest of Seville, a place called Aznalcóllar, which is completely mispronounced. However, it's a dam and all the rest of it. We've also got quite a few storms coming through and a week of rain, so I think we're going to find a safe-ish spot and hunker down for a few days. Right, we're in. Van there, gushing water there. So we're at the, we're near Aznalcóllar, I think. And that's a dam over there. And I guess they're just letting off the excess water after all the rain we've had. My only question or thought at the moment is the water going to come up any higher? Hopefully not, but I'm here in good daylight so I can keep my eye on it anyway. Good morning from Aznalcóllar, which is, as is always the case, probably very much mispronounced. It's, it's 16 degrees inside, so lovely and warm. And, outside we're supposed to be having the tail end of Ingrid, and I think there's a Storm Joseph coming through as well, something like that. But at the moment, it's not too bad. Down there somewhere is a large rock that I put in place yesterday just to see if I could gauge the water level rising. More of a visual thing I can do from the van, but no, it's not come up at all. There are some strong winds and heavy rain coming through today and tomorrow. Tomorrow being the worst, I believe. And whilst I'm down here sheltered out of the way, I'm in a bit of a dip. I might stay here and see all that through and then head on out to Portugal on Wednesday. So that's the current thinking. That might all change after coffee, as is always the case. But yeah, other than that, it's so peaceful here. I'm the only one here. A couple of cars came yesterday with families just going for walks and stuff, but then that was it. Nothing at all. So quiet. Just heading out with Molly now for a quick walk. See what's here in the local area, and then get back and do some editing, because I think the rain is due in about lunchtime-ish, something like that. I think it's now 9 in the morning, something like that, I don't know. So this park up does have one of those big bins, which is really, really helpful. Yeah, you know, park ups is all well and good having the perfect views and everything else, but it really does help to have something like that to admin yourself. Right, this path actually, if you look across there, it does come out on that side, but the water levels are such that it's all, I was going to say blocked off. It's not blocked off. You can swim across here or wade across here if you want. But yeah, at the moment the water levels are so high from all the recent rains that there's absolutely no way of getting across there. Oh, that to me looks deep enough for a dip. Although, to be fair, I am right by the bloody water's edge, so I'm not sure I need to come this far. Actually, come to think of it, maybe this isn't a drive or bit of roadway. Maybe it is just path that's been made for locals to walk in the area. Looking at the sky over there, this could be a bit of yeah, Scottish luck coming back to haunt me, I think. But we'll crack on anyway. The clothes all dry in this kind of temperature. Oh, this looks like it could be end of the path for this one. Oh, it's a helipad. There we go. Right. Actually, while we're here, I thought we'd follow this track down to the edge there by that pylon, just to see if that gives us a top-down view of where we're parked and the dam area. Ah, there you go. That was definitely worth the extra 100 meters or so. Excellent. So we are pretty much on that. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. So we're on that spit of land, sort of there, just in front of that sluice. Those clouds don't look too friendly, if I'm honest. Alright, so we're back here and we'll just head up this hill now, and I think this will take us up to that recreation area that I pointed out earlier. Alright, so that's it. This is the recreation area, which is accessed from the main road just over there. Oh, and you'd get a shitload of vans in here. About half a dozen, I guess, 10 maybe, depending on how much you like your own space. Which, if it was left to me, it'd just be one van. But that's just me. Alright, so this is the other side, and we are, oh, the screen's really dark, around about by there somewhere. Right, let's head on up this way, and hopefully this will take us up to the that car park without going around that bad bend on the road. Alright, here we go. So you've got this parking spot here, and there's all that space down around there. There's a car just up in that there, up in the trees. Oh, there is a van down there. Oh, got the dam there, and then on the other side, got us down there somewhere. Yeah, in between those trees. Right, let's head back to the van. It's now 11, half 11 I think, and yeah, get some lunch on. Ah, there we have it, and that's just over 7 kilometers. Cool. Right, still beavering away in the back there on the next video, which is Ithnaka. And only a slight change, but there's a motorhome we're in, and now this afternoon's rain that was forecast is is now upon us. It's not making any difference to the water level, if I'm honest. I've checked the rock that I put out yesterday, and yeah, the water's not budged up the bank at all. And the other thing, I know this is probably going up because I'm in the van, you know, and body heat and whatever. But yeah, it's 22 degrees on the inside at the moment, which is a lot better than what it would be if it was back in the UK. Right, I thought I'd just come back down to the water's edge. That there is the large rock I put down when I first got here yesterday, and that smaller rock just there, that was also there yesterday. I just wanted something big and visible, just so it's more obvious really, but the water's not budged, not come up an inch. Good morning. It's 17 degrees inside and peeing it down outside, and I was a bit missing up the screen at the moment. To be fair, I've not had much condensation on the inside at all these past couple of weeks. That van there, they came really late actually, maybe about 1ish, 1:30 in the morning. I just heard some doors go and I thought it was the motorhome, but clearly it was that van that had pulled up. We just had a little visit from the local police. They didn't come to the van actually. They just sat down here in their car. But it's I had it at Thnaka Lake as well, and they're just doing their rounds. That's all, seeing what's in the area. And I guess with the rise in water and the deluge that's sort of forecast for the day and the next couple of days, they're just checking, make sure everybody's okay. Right, so this is the current forecast and weather warning that's coming through, and pretty much every site on this is on Facebook is showing something similar. And just for reference, I'm about there, I think, just to the north of Seville. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest. We're in tight here, it's fine. I say my biggest concern at the moment is that water level. It is rising ever so slightly. And with a lot more rain forecast, it's something I'll definitely keep my eye on a bit more often now. Right, so we finally got our lull in the weather. Still overcast, but not raining. And I just thought I'd come down and check the stone, and there we go. So not coming up to the stone yet, but it's definitely getting closer. And I believe that rock in the water there is the one that was also visible yesterday. It's a little bit blowy and wet out there now. All forecasts, so no surprises. There we go. Someone from the dam authority has just come down saying just be aware of the water levels rising. Yeah, I just went out and had a chat to him in very, very broken Spanish, lots of hand signals and zero English. Yeah, the water is coming up now. and he said just to be aware that it's risen slightly over the past few hours, but he mentioned something about the dam, so I'm not sure whether they're going to release more water, but just said to get up on the higher ground. Hey up. Right, we're going to make a move now up to the top car park by the dam. A couple of reasons really. One, the guy came down and was, you know, very sincere in warning everyone. I don't think there's that much of a risk, if I'm completely honest. However, out of respect, you know, I am going to move. Don't care what the others do down here. That's up to them. But he went out of his way to let us know that potentially the water could come up, etc. Well, at least that was my understanding. So, you know, as I say, out of a mark of respect, I'm going to move on up to the top. We're now up here in this top car park. Again, it's fairly level. I've put the one chalk out just to give it a bit of evenness. But yeah, we've got a cracking view now across to the village of Aznalcóllar. We'll stay here for the night, and then make an assessment tomorrow. I'd like to push off actually and get closer to Portugal. But we'll see what the weather's doing. Here we go again. Right, that might be the reason for some of the water increase. That river there is now flowing fully. And if you look a little bit further up, around there somewhere, you can see the white water gushing out. And that's the sort of reservoir overflow type thing. That slipway, sluice, whatever it's called. I mentioned it earlier, but it was bone dry yesterday. So we'll take a walk across here and see what's happening. That thing just hasn't let up at all. It's absolutely gushing out of there. Well, this one's still dry, so they must have them at different levels and different heights or whatever. To be honest, to come up to that level, by Christ, it's got a long way to go. Right, I'm determined to find out where this bloody water comes from. Yeah, it's got to be an outlet from the dam somehow. Alright, there we go. So it's definitely coming out of a man-made structure, some concrete sort of thing there. Right, I've just come across the other side. I can't see no obvious sort of inlet to feed that overflow we just had a look at. Right, I'll try and get down there, but that could be it down there. Right, so that's the opening to the dry one, or the higher one. Yeah, we'll just go walk down and have a look at this concrete wall down here, see what that's got. Yay, we found it. That's yeah, that water is absolutely tearing through there. You wouldn't want to be shit at your navigation and get caught up in that in a kayak. Yeah, that's not a bad view. And with this lull in the weather making all the difference also. Oh, this is going to be a lot easier than we'll look on the other side first. Ah, there we go. A lot easier than going right up over the top and all that off-roading. I just see the path over there, I think, on the other side. Yeah, water's come up a hell of a lot. Even in the short few days I've been here. I guess it's only a matter of time before we got caught in the rain. Thankfully it's only a light shower, but I'm not that far from the van, a couple hundred metres now. Ah, hey, the jinx of Scottish walks has caught up with me. Never mind. Well, good morning from a very, very wet and windy dam area. Yeah, it's blowing an absolute gale out there now. Getting absolutely savage. Yeah, so those vans are down there. The water level has come up. Jesus Christ, that German motorhome. Ah, he's slipped down towards the water. Bloody hell. His back end is down in towards the water. Actually, I'm going to have to go down and have a look at that. See if I can drag him out. Right, let's get in the van. I just come across the dam and had a look down to the left where the old parker was, and yeah, he looks to be in a fairly precarious position actually. That's not looking good at all. I'm not even sure we'll get traction enough to pull him out. Right, so that's the situation, and the update is the Spanish guy that was here has phoned his friends. They've all come, they've all had a look, and they've squared it away now. They're going to come back with the tractor, pull him out, and charge him €100, which is so reasonable. Oh, there we go, the cavalry are arriving. Wave, swell.
No, please not.
There you go, and just like that, with the power of a JCB, it comes out. Oh, he's so happy. He's so happy. Put the brake on! Well, that's the morning's excitement, all done and dusted. Actually, not quite, because there's a police car coming. The girls had called the police this morning. So yeah, but no, that tractor came, got it out in seconds, really. Much quicker than any of us could have ever anticipated. Yeah, not a lot we could do. Just lend moral support, really, calm him down a little bit. He was fretting. But yeah, there you go. And I think it's just good that, you know, like I was saying on the way down, it's good to have that little sense of community, because we are out here on our own doing this sort of stuff, and so we try and look out for each other as much as we can. The Polish girls have followed me up as well. I think they're going to hang here for a little while, and then we'll all go our separate ways. They've decided to park their van up near Seville, and they're going to fly out to Tenerife for a week and a half or something till this shit weather has passed. And better morning to wake up to, I think. I do believe that's the sun. Well, I never. It does exist. Right, coffee and a plan. Right, we're finally away. Yeah, it's been, as I said earlier, it's been brilliant being here. So easy. So many places, you know, just in this very local area. I'm almost doing what I did in the house. You get comfortable in a place and just stay there and you don't want to move. And whilst it is that nice here, you know, the plan is to discover Portugal and all the rest of it. So that's what we're going to do. I've got about 6 weeks, I think, something like that, to spend in Portugal, before then making my way back north to northern France to catch the ferry back to the UK. So on that note, thank you everyone for watching, for following, for commenting, and doing all those other YouTubey type things that you do to support the channel. It's really appreciated. And until the next one, take care. Bye bye.